Hi everyone, we're coming in live from Token2049 Dubai, and I have a really interesting guest. We have Oleg, with founder of Sweat Economy, and we're here to talk about all things crazy that Sweat Economy is doing. How are you doing this fine evening?
Thank you for having me. We've just announced, literally a couple of hours ago, three things that are going live.
Big announcements coming up, guys.
Yeah. Arabic was the biggest language requested by millions of our users. And as from 8 o'clock in the morning today, if your language on your device is Arabic, it will be fully localized.
Wow.
Big thing, and that's why we're really prepared and down for it when we are in Dubai. The second thing that we've done is we've done multichain today. We were on here already. Now we are adding BNB. The functionality is going to be rolled out gradually, and over the next 12 months, we intend to add all other major chains. So we're going to be probably the most multi-chain wallet within the next 18 months. And the third thing is we are releasing this functionality that's called Magic Keys. Magic Keys is onboarding that is even easier than what we used to have. You can register as well as recover your account by simply having control over your email. It's Web2, slick, very simple. And if you want more security, you can always add it over time. So if you want to add seed phrase, or we will be adding ledger. So basically the progressive security is going to be there, but you don't have to mess with all of this stuff when you don't have any assets in the world.
Yeah. So a lot of keys coming in for Sweat Economy or Sweat Coin users, but still interoperability and safety security has been one issue that the industry at large has grappled with. How do you at Sweat Economy aim to sort of tackle those?
Great question. I've been building mobile businesses for 20 years. One of the things that we do best is UX UI.
Yeah.
Cutting everything out, what's not necessary. And you can see that in our numbers. We are acquiring about 20,000 users per day, each coming into Sweat Wallet. And we have millions and millions of active users. Sweat is already 9th widest held token in the world. It is 13th most actively used token in the world, and Sweat Wallet is 3rd biggest radar app by the number of active users. What are we doing right now before scaling further is developing really robust token economics. The most interesting thing that we have done very recently is that we became unit token economics positive. In that way, in Web2, basically it's like a unit economics is what's your P&L on each user. A lot of people think that if you print or produce tokens in exchange for steps, you have infinite emissions and your token is going to go to zero. We've been deflationary already since July last year, and now each new user that comes in is actually buying more tokens than are getting emitted enough to them for steps. So we can grow and really scale.
How Sweat plays itself differently from competitors like Step and etc. And I understand that the tokenomics is quite unique. If you could talk a little bit more about that, as well as, of course, how has Sweat plays itself so differently from competitors. You're acquiring users by the day, and there's so many have been onboarded already, and I'm sure the future looks great. But what were the steps that went behind it?
You know what? There was multiple stuff, but probably the most important thing that we are building completely different products with completely different philosophies.
Yeah.
We're not building a product, we're not building a category, we're actually building a whole new economy. When I say economy, I really do mean it. We borrowing the page from a playbook of attention economy. It is the size of $7 trillion and it is built around the value of your attention. Now, if we manage to build something worth $7 trillion around attention, and physical activity and attention are extremely similar on three parameters. Both are valuable to you.
Yeah.
Both are valuable to third parties that are prepared to pay for it.
Yeah.
Insurance, healthcare providers, governments, ultimately employers, are the entities that are willing and are really paying for physical activity of businesses. And the third is scarcity. You don't have a limited amount of attention. You don't have a limited amount of physical activity. Now, one asset and another asset are almost identical on these parameters. Around one, we have $7 trillion economy. Around the other, we have zilch. Now, you see where I'm going. And actually, just externalities around health are going to be in excess of $7 trillion. That's why we will need to do the token economics of Stepan, where you have to buy an NFT at the door in order to play, because we're playing a lot bigger game. We're not playing 10 million, we're not playing 100 million, we're not playing billion days. We really are going for trillions.
Absolutely. And that's one of the big plans that you have in mind. How are the next couple of quarters looking like? Any big updates that we should be expecting?
I'm really, really excited. That the stuff that is getting deployed right now, paying your fees with your feet. I mean, for crypto natives, it is pretty incredible because everyone hates paying fees. Now, we made sweat into gas and near. As we're adding DNB and other chains, we're going to allow you to pay with your physical activity, your Ethereum fees, your BSC fees, your Polygon fees. Now, why would you be paying them out of your pocket when you can actually pay from your physical activity?
Yeah.
So there is really, really kind of exciting development there. And there is plenty new stuff that is going to be coming that I cannot reveal yet, but we're going to have a lot of work on grow jars. That proposition is going to get really the and going to get a lot more value and a lot better link to our mission, which is to make me more active. Because guess what? That creates value for you. That creates value for a lot of other parties. And together we will build this trillion, a multi-trillion dollar movement economy.
Absolutely. All the very best to you and Sweat Economy. I'm sure the future looks bright and
It's beautiful.
for sure. And we'd love to break some of the amazing updates that you're planning on the Coin Republic.
I shall definitely keep you posted, and it's not terribly far. We're talking about weeks. Some interesting stuff. Actually, you know what? I nearly forgot. One thing to precede. We looked around, and in the academic world, there are people that are known for publishing a lot of papers and having a lot of kudos for understanding the benefits of being physically active and externalities that work. There's no single paper wiki until now about the financial value of 10,000 steps. We approached these guys and we said, look, we're going to give you an academic grant from our treasury. Can you write a paper that would come up with different ways of estimating financial value of 10,000 steps? We kicked it off already 6 weeks ago. Within the next 2 months, we're actually going to have numbers that are not coming out of us, that are arm's length, completely kind of uninfluenced by us. We never framed anything. We never had conversations about numbers. I'm really, really super excited because we know that movement has tremendous value.
Absolutely.
And we're just starting to grapple with the fact that, my God, it is going to be huge.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much once again, Oleg, for this amazing interview. It was our pleasure to have you on the Coin Republic.
Thank you very much. Absolute pleasure meeting you.
Likewise.
Thank you.